Big win for the team here today, first off, after a rough go against the Marlies. What was kind of the message heading into this game?
I think it was just, keep moving forward. We had a good week of practice and, we wanted to compete hard and, get ready for this game. It was a divisional game and, those points are huge.
And the great start for the guys, too. And then that second period where it seems like you guys put every puck on net there and you yourself. First goal is the Griffin. Was that nice to get the monkey off the back?
Yeah, it was really nice. I don't get many, so when they can bounce in like that, that's good. But I thought we had a good start, like you said. We played a full 60 minutes, just chipping away, and played the right way and got the job done.
Through a season like this where you have these ups and downs here, how important is it actually to kind of continue this momentum going into these more Central Division games?
It's huge. You got to keep the momentum going. And just keep playing the right way, keep chipping away, playing with confidence, and we know where we want to be at the end of the year. So it's a journey to get there, so we just got to keep going.
Chicago did come out with a good jump though in the third period. It seems like you guys then stayed the course and settled the game down here. How important is that too when things do get a little bit frustrating, but the team kind of settles back in and gets the win?
It's really good. It's good to stay calm and especially going in the third with a lead. We know they're going to push hard, and I thought the guys did a really good job tonight. Pushing back and getting the job done.
You got the Stars this weekend right now, tops in Central Division. I know you were in the Eastern Conference a lot, so maybe you don't get so much experience in them. But what are the thoughts kind of going into this big weekend?
Yeah, it's a business trip. We're going on the road, and we want to get 4 points over there. So we just got to push and play the right way and get the job done.
Thanks for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
First off, talk about the big win for the guys here. This was obviously a much-needed win after a tough weekend against Toronto. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we started really good, and of course we got a couple of goals then to come back. But I think it was a strong win to, even if they do 2-2, we can get the win. So it was good.
You obviously get your first goal as a Griffin as well this season, have a lot of points here, and you kind of connected with Marco Kasper, which started up on Saturday. It seems like you guys have gotten along pretty good so far.
Yeah, he's a skilled player, so it's making it a lot easier. So yeah, it was nice to get a couple of goals tonight.
What has been the biggest change that you've noticed this season from last year? At least here in Grand Rapids, you spent a lot of time in Detroit last year, but whether it be with Coach Watson, whether it be the new guys in the room, what's been the biggest change from your eyes?
I don't know. It's tough to answer. What's on and the other coaches have bring new energy, so it's fun to come to the rink. So if it's fun to come here, it's easier to play. So yeah.
What are some big things that you're really focusing on? Obviously, you went up with the Wings for a couple games and get back here. What are some things you're trying to focus on to make sure that maybe one day you're with Detroit full time?
Not really. Just I'm confident in my game, so I know how good I am. So not really.
You got Texas coming up this weekend, some big games against them, and obviously points are almost mandatory. I know it's early in the season, but what are you looking forward to when you take on the Stars?
Yeah, of course. It will be two good games, so hopefully we'll get 4 points.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Coach, talk about the win here today. Obviously, Marlies had a good couple games against you guys over the weekend, but you step back today and you get a win, and you played pretty well yourself.
Yeah, just good. Obviously, a reset button. I think obviously the guys came out really strong, and it's pretty tough coming out on an 11 a.m. game. But I think the kids were bringing the energy for sure and bringing the noise, so that helped definitely.
How many shots of espresso before the games?
I had energy drink for sure, one energy drink. So yeah.
Yeah, is that what the kids do now? I used to just do coffee and espresso.
I feel like whatever you kind of like. I used to be coffee and espresso too. Still like the espresso, but energy drinks definitely for this kind of game.
It's not as important to me. That's fine. But the Wolves came out harder in the third period. You had to make a couple big saves to make sure that at that point it was just a one-goal game, and obviously Razor added a couple there towards the end. We always talk about you like to maybe have a few more shots early on, but you seem to really settle down in that third period.
Yeah. Obviously knew they were going to come out and push. They were down by 1, so kind of energy in here was play a good 200-foot game, and the guys on the team really helped me out, getting good box outs and let me see the puck, which helped a lot.
Well, sometimes we see games you play Friday and Saturday, they don't play for another week. Was it nicer after the weekend you guys had against the Marlies to play a game on a Wednesday, so a little bit shorter time frame, more an opportunity to get back on the horse?
Yeah, no, obviously I think it's kind of good to stay in the routine and keep the games going. You don't let off the gas pedal a bit, but fatigue's a little bit there. Even with 3 games, so I think it was good. The boys came out with good energy tonight, and we deserve that win.
Now you got the Stars, who are right now the top team in the Central Division. Yes, it's only November, but obviously points matter now as they will coming up in April and whatnot. How important it will be for the team to keep this going after this win today?
Yeah, obviously continue to build. It was a good game today, and I think we're going to go down to Texas and play a good road brand of hockey. I think definitely going down there. It's a different environment, different temperature even. So kind of just getting adjusted to that first on Thursday, and after that, it's a business trip. Get there, go for 4 points.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Talk about the win right off the hop here. 2 tough games against Toronto last weekend, but now getting the win against Chicago today. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, I think just good. We talk about being good at home against our division opponents and being up for those games, and I thought our guys came out with high compete, good energy throughout the entire game. Again, just clean up some of the puck management stuff we've been talking about, but overall, I think for 60 minutes, that was a fairly good game by us here this morning.
Was that the biggest message, kind of taking care of the puck since then? I mean, obviously it was a quick turnaround going from Saturday to Wednesday.
Yeah, puck management and consistency within our game. Just there's too many ups and downs and roller coaster moments, just trying to flatten those out, and then making sure that we don't give teams easy offense. So that we gave Toronto too much easy offense, turning pucks over in our breakouts, and today we managed it much better.
Obviously, the second period, you guys were all over Chicago, similar to what we saw when you guys were in Milwaukee. 23-11 were the shots in that second period, and obviously got a couple goals as well. How do you like to see that when you see the guys that really attack offense?
Well, it's a positive response only because we gave up opportunities to shoot in the first period. So that was a message between the first and second was we have to get more pucks to net, get traffic there, recover those pucks, and now it's going to allow us to have some zone time. So I love the response, and guys got rewarded for it with 3 goals that period. So it's something we can look at and build off of.
We saw Kasperberger and Soderblom get put together on Saturday night. Today, they really paid off. Obviously, 4 points to Berge and Kasper. How did that line kind of come together for you?
Well, you know what, they talk, and I've seen it practice the last couple of days. They're communicating when I get off the ice. I know they're good friends off the ice too. So it's just something trying to find some chemistry. And I thought Saturday I saw some positive things. They just weren't connecting. But I thought tonight they were connecting. They were working together as a line and complement each other.
The power play only had a couple of chances tonight. I know the story goes, you guys have the fewest power play opportunities this season. How does that kind of affect, how you set up the power play when you don't get that many chances? And it's kind of hard, obviously, to get a lot of goals when you don't get that many opportunities.
Yeah, we're just in practice, trying to practice as much as we can with as much pressure as we can simulate for a game. But just guys executing tonight. We had some opportunities, but we didn't execute on our entries, didn't execute on our breakouts with our passing. So just have to make sure that we're dialed in when those power plays matter, especially this time of year. Early on, you can catch teams on their PK, maybe too aggressive, missing some assignments. So just making sure we're dialed in.
A couple more here. I mean, obviously talking about Texas coming up here, it's a very good team, a lot of NHL caliber talent. Up against the division leader right now, knowing that these points are important, what's kind of the message going to be?
Well, I mean, we got our work cut out for us. Again, we got to play simple, hard road hockey. If you don't manage pucks against a team like Texas, they're going to make you pay. With that said, we have to make sure we play with energy, shorten our shifts, and just make sure that we stick to our structure. That's the biggest thing. If we start playing, individual hockey, one-on-one hockey, teams at this level are going to beat you, and we just have to make sure we're sticking together.
The Walleye had their school day game today too. I know you've been part of those. What's tougher, coaching a game in a ruckus building like Huntington in the playoffs, or a school day game when you have 6,000 kids screaming in your face?
I think the start of the periods when it's the loudest section, you have everybody screaming at the same time. That can be a little ear piercing, but overall, both of those that you mentioned are good atmospheres to be a part of.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.